back to my channel. So today we're actually going to do my first update to my fall and winter project pan. This is something that I started. I mean, a lot of people as I know has do seasonal project pans. I know some will just do fall, some will do spring. But for me, as I said before, I do combine those seasons together because of how my skin looks and how it reacts during those seasons. Everything you guys know during spring and summer, my skin is more oily. During fall and winter, kind of like dry, oily, mostly in the T-zones, not as much. So I had to kind of switch a lot of things out throughout the seasons and all that. So I did decide that I'm going to start my fall and winter project pan. I've been doing this for like years and everything. So I wanted to actually go on YouTube and a video film this and actually show you guys my progress and do my first project pan of the YouTube wall since I started this year. So yeah, so I have list everything in my little book. What I have categories. A lot of them I have more than one because I also want to get some use out of my cream products. So I may have a powder product and a cream product. That way I can use more of that, and because I know the creams go by faster, they get bad faster, everything. So yeah, and plus if you guys are curious about this makeup look, I do have a trying some makeup I haven't tried before that will be uploaded on Saturday, so a day before you guys watch this. I'll link that up below if you guys miss it and everything, so look out for this makeup look and all that. But let's go ahead and get started on my first update for this fall and winter project pan. So for primer, I got two primers. I got the Illamasqua Primer, which look like this. This is more like a jelly hydrating type primer. I had this for years. I really do like it and all that. But this is what it's gonna look like. Just pop it up like this and has like a little jelly consistency and all that. So it's a very hydrating. I've used, there's like a bubble in this, but that would look like very jelly type, but very watery and smooth at the same time. So it has, you know, that property and not only being light on the skin but hydrating. But I feel like this actually works better during the fall and winter when I'm not so oily, a little bit drier. But my goal is to finish that. So yeah, that's one of them. And of course, I've always got a matte primer just in case, because you never know either during the fall and winter if my skin gonna be oily or not. So yeah. So I got the Angel Veil one. I don't know exactly where I am on this. I mean, know that still, you know, it feels pretty heavy still. I still feel like there's a whole bunch in it. I don't have a scale to weigh or anything like that. I have a marks because I don't think I can really see inside and see exactly where it is. But yeah, I really do like this. This is as good as the Wimble one that I really like, that I used during the spring and summertime along with this. So yeah, I wanted to at least keep one hydrating primer and one mattifying primer in this. But my goal is to finish this and finish that also. Next for foundation, same thing, hydrating and then a matte foundation. For matte foundation, I'm doing the Crease HD Liquid Cover Foundation. This is actually a good mattifying one, especially when my skin gets really oily during the summer and it gets to a point where, you know, even if I put a mattifying primer on and it's still ain't working, I will put this on, and between that and the mattifying primer, it works. And plus, I'm a little more tanner during that time because again, my tan is coming off and all that. But my goal is to finish this. Had this for a while. I have it in new beige. It's a very good dropper. I really do like it and it works really well. So yeah. Now for the non-so hydrating, and this I just want to get out of my collection. I want to use it. I'm not a big fan of it. It does work with my skin. I feel like it just makes my skin oily, greasy sooner and faster than I want. And this is a Johann Truly BB Rainier Cream. So far I'm right here, this little line. I think I'm still at that spot because it has like a lot of air in it too. So I may be a little bit below it. I'm still at that. I know I used it once or twice so far for Get Away With Me, some kind of video I was doing. And I know I used this and it looked okay, looked fine, gave me like a little glow, but still wasn't my favorite. My goal is definitely using all, and I figured by the time this fall and winter over with and we start spring and summer all over again, it will be done. So I got about that much, maybe a little bit less than that. So yeah. Okay, for city powder, only got one. The Stay K Vacant one, which is somewhere around here. But anyways, it's a white powder. I like it. You know, it keeps my face. Doesn't get like a right cast, anything like that. But I have that in my project pan. For bronzer, again, this is when the two things come in. I have a cream and a powder. So for cream, I have the Yensei one. This is a very beautiful creamy bronzer. It blends out great. It's not too orange on my skin. It's called Sunlight Glow. And you can see I have like almost a tiny bit dip. You can see that I've used it quite a bit, and that's the color right there. But when you blend it out, it looks very, you know, beautiful and bronzed, and this is great underneath makeup. It stays on all day. It actually worked with my skin pretty well and everything. So yeah, I used a brush, like one of my blending brush on my e.l.f. brush. It works that way really well and everything. So for the powder one, I got the Coconut Beach one when I used to do the ColourPop used to do Coconut collection. And this is one, again, you know, with powders, I only want to hit pan. I don't want to use them up because I know they tend to take longer if you try to use them up all the way. So my goal is just to hit pan, but this is how much I have. It's almost the same color as that bronzer, that Yensei one, but a little bit lighter. But it does, you know, a great job, and I really do like it. It does remind me kind of my e.l.f. one, as like that natural type feel, and it blends in beautifully. I just tried the Yens LYS bronzer, and oh my god, it does remind me of that too. Just saying. But yeah, it doesn't have like a fragrance, anything like that. So yeah, but this is something that I want to hit pan. Again, this is actually not available anymore. They don't have this collection anymore. So again, yeah. So then for blush, for the liquid blush, I have the e.l.f. just recently got this putty blush in Berry. This is very, I mean, I know it does look intimidating, but once you blend it out, it's actually perfect for fall and winter because of, yeah, it's pigmented, but once you blend it out, you have this amazing rosy type cheek, and it looked like you came in from the snow and everything and all that. So yeah, definitely very blendable. It was scary at first, but once I put it on, I'm like, hey, psh, this works. I could deal with it. Then for blush, the powder one, I got the Almay Healthy Huge. This is a beautiful blush. I used it before. You guys can see that I'm starting to actually get rid of some of the lines. Even though it's very dense type blush, some of the lines are slowly starting to come off, which means that I'm using enough for that. But yeah, that's the color. It's almost the same color as the e.l.f. cream one. Very beautiful, love it. So yeah, I think that would be great for fall and winter for the cheeks and everything, since we're getting into more like the rosy type cheeks and the type lip product and, you know, darker eyes and darker lips and rosy cheeks. You know, we're starting to get into that fall and winter type phase where our makeup is pretty much look like we came out from the code type look. So yeah. Okay, next is highlighter. For the powder, I got the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt highlighter in Hustler Baby and Me Money. My goal is to hit pan on one of these, so whichever one, doesn't matter. You can see that I'm actually starting to do the F&B off of the other one. One is more like a subtle highlighter, the other one is more like a tense one. You can mix these together, which I've done before, but you could also take them apart, like, not take them apart, but do this separately. If you don't want that, like, overbearing type highlighter like I have on. But you can see, this is more like the beamy one, and above is more the subtle one. They're very smooth and everything, and that's like the subtle one. But if you got the beamy one, there's a beamy one. So you could choose depending on what highlighter you want and everything. They melt into the skin. They look beautiful. Very out of space, depending how much you put on. But I've always liked this. Actually got another one of these, but I decided to put this one in the project pan and everything. For the liquid one, I decided to put it in the iconic Illuminate one. This one is something I had for recently, and I like it, but I feel like that it's just a little too glowy for my skin. Almost look metallic, which is fine. But this is like really dark metallic type highlighter, and I have to have like maybe a deeper skin tone just to red, because the one I'm wearing right now is the Fenty Beauty, not Fenty, but the Flower Beauty one, and that even looks, it looks good, but it's a little bit lighter than that. But it works better in my skin tone than that. But I really want to use it up. It had been in my collection for a while, and I just want to get done with it and everything. I don't know exactly where I am, because this is actually a glass bottle and the stuff is like all around it, so you can't necessarily put like a light through it and see it and everything. But I know once I can't get out the stopper, then I know I'm that close of pretty much being done with it. Okay, for eyeshadow, I did decide to pick 3 mini eyeshadow. Now, my goal is not to hit eyeshadow on every one. Not to hit pan on every eyeshadow. My goal in this is to hit pan on one of them. So, if I hit pan on the pumpkin pie, then I'll take the other ones out, and, you know. But, yeah. So I decided to put in the e.l.f. mini bite-sized shadows. These are very easy to use. The one-day look. You could mix them, you can match them, you could use one, you can use all of them. You know, it doesn't matter, whichever one you decide to use. But this is the Rose Water one, or the Very Bad one. And then the Rose Water one, which is a very beautiful light pink, purpley type tone. Which you can see, I have like a little bit. You can see I've used a lot of that more. I pretty much use that one on the sugar and cream one, the natural nude one, more than I do really any other one of these. But my goal is to hit pan on eyeshadow in one of these. Doesn't matter which one it is, I just want to hit pan on one, and then I'll be done, and that would be my goal, and I'll be like, yay, I used some more of my eyeshadows. So, and for lips, I only got 2 lips. Again, I do have another project pan, well, a goal in a way next year when it comes to my lip glosses, since I have so many. And I do have next year a project pan listed down, list I've already got that listed, already picked out the products. You guys will see that at the end of next month, because I will do a finale on my 2021 project pan and then intro to my 2022 project pan. So yeah, I do a project pan every year and all that. But yeah, with the lip gloss and all that, that was why I decided to just pick the two, because my goal next year for lip gloss is to see how many I could use up, because I have more lip glosses than I need, but I really do enjoy them, and I really prefer having lip glosses on a lot of times. The liquid lipsticks are lipsticks because of the dryness, because they wear off, because, I mean, they're just different reasons why I just love lip glosses. But yeah, let's go into two things, which is both pumpkin pie spice, I know, but one is actually a matte one and one is a gloss one. So this is a pumpkin spice gloss one. These came in their last year holiday set, so they still smell like pumpkin spice, and I'm like, I just love, you guys know how much I love pumpkin spice. You guys know during this time I'm a fanatic of it. But it's a beautiful, like, orangey type lip gloss, very appropriate for fall and everything. And this is actually the Melted Matte one, and this is also pumpkin spice. So they're both pumpkin spice of one lip gloss, one a liquid matte. This I'm not a big fan of. These I'm not a big fan of because they're a little dry. They feel, you know, fine at first, but the longer you wear them, the more drying they get. And the only reason I kept this is because, oh, still smell like it, because of the pumpkin spice. That's the only reason I kept it. That's the only reason I got it. But this is what the Melted Matte one looked like. So it's a little bit deeper than the gloss because, you know, with it being more pigmented and everything and more matte version. Yeah, and plus there's a cute little pumpkin topper on it. Pumpkin pie topper. So yeah. So that is everything on my, oh, forgot to say spray. Sorry. Last thing to say spray. So again, one's a matte, one's a not a matte. So this one right here is my Ultra Beauty. This is where I started. I'm assuming I'm a little bit down below because I feel like I'm almost halfway done with it. This is a good spray. I like it, but I don't feel like it keep my makeup on for a long time. I feel like that it doesn't do its job and what it's supposed to be doing. Because I do have other sprays I really like, which is, you guys know, my Holy Grail, the Milani one. But it does good, and I feel like that it's like literally, I think I've used quite a bit of it. I have to figure out exactly what it is, but I think I'm a little bit below this line now. So, we will see. You guys will see the next, again, I'll be doing this updates every 2 months, so I will be doing another update for the fall, winter, in January. So, I'm going to try and get much stuff done. Now, this one right here, as you guys can see, I have used, this is where I am now. This is the start of it. This is here. I love this. This is the Pixie Glowy Mist. Beautiful. I only use this during the fall and winter again because of how much glow it gives. But it gives like that natural glow, not that like oily, greasy type glow. It's something that in it that makes actually glow within type thing. You do have to shake it up because there's like 2 parts of it. But yeah, that's how much I've used right there. I know it's not a lot, but it's still some progress, and I love it. I really, really do. One of my favorite glowing mists during this time, and does a great job. But that is literally everything in my fall and winter project pan. If you guys like this, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and click down below. That way you guys know when I upload every weekend and Wednesday. I'm named Christina. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and all that. Hit that notification bell. And I will see you next time. And last of all, if you guys are doing any type of project pan, whatever it is, let me know, say, and tell me, you know, how you're doing, the progress, the whole 9 yards, and all that. I will be doing a somewhat Thanksgiving upload. I actually have to work all next week, but you guys will have a film day before Thanksgiving, because I will be actually vlogging on Thanksgiving. You'll probably see it later on that weekend, but still, you know. But I'll be showing what we're doing, because I'll be home like almost 3 o'clock, and I'll be showing, you know, the turkey and cooking and my family being together, and sorry, don't mean to cry, all that. So yeah, and also in the video for Wednesday, next Wednesday, being day for Thanksgiving, I'll be doing a get away with me, a Thanksgiving look, talking about what I'm thankful for and how my life had changed and how things are going, and just kind of like a thankful type thing, and just all that. So I'll see you guys next time. Till then, have a lovely day and night. I love you guys on. Bye.
Made a love potion for you. Little sweet slide.